We are back on this marvelous Monday on the Now Morning Show. And Carrie, you have two wonderful guests with you. I know it has to do with education,
Yes.
which is very important.
Not only about education, but how they can make education more inclusive of everyone, especially those who are marginalized in one way or another.
Well, you know, we specialize in that here on the Morning Show,
Yes,
so I'm
we
very
definitely
excited
do.
to hear more about it.
And we will hear more from Mary Bastian. She's a coordinator and guidance counselor. With me as well is Jenny Garcia. She's a special education teacher too. And we're going to find out what the Inclusive Schools Project is all about. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
So let me go to you first, Mary. Give us a synopsis of what the Inclusive Schools Project is about.
Sure. Well, our education policy of 2017-2022 focuses on a number of goals. And in particular, it speaks to the issue of access, equity, governance, and quality education. And so coming off of that policy, as well as a number of research studies that would have been commissioned by the Ministry of Education and taking into consideration former consultations that we would have had, the Ministry of Education would be launching the Inclusive School Project in January 2020.
Right.
And it will focus on ensuring that all our students in Trinidad and Tobago are able to access quality education.
Now let me go across to Jenny. So she used the word inclusive.
Yes.
And you're a special education
Yes, I
teacher. So is it just for those who special needs students, or does it go beyond that?
So inclusive education goes beyond just our special needs population. It deals with children who are marginalized. It deals with children from impoverished areas, children who are the children of immigrants. We also deal with children who have trauma, experience some degree of trauma. So it really includes everyone, all of our learners, the entire diverse populations of our schools.
In your role as a guidance counselor, what are some of the challenges that you have come across with students, children and beyond, that, some of the most common ones?
Well, there are a number of challenges in terms of behavioral challenges, as well as emotional, social challenges, etc. However, the Student Support Services Division, all arms of SSSD, we aim to support students no matter what their challenges are, so that they are able to reach their fullest potential.
Definitely, definitely. So is there an event coming up to promote or to raise awareness for the Inclusive Schools Project?
Yes, definitely. So we will be having focused consultations, and these consultations will take place over 3 days. It will begin on the 15th of November, which is this coming Friday, and on the 18th of November, as well as the 20th of November. We have segmented the consultations into 3 parts so that we can focus on 3 specific critical stakeholder groups.
Okay.
So the first stakeholder group that we will begin with on Friday will be non-governmental agencies as well as advocacy groups. Then we will go on to internal stakeholders, the Ministry of Education, and we will end with other agencies and other ministries that focus on servicing and supporting children.
And what about the direct contact with the schools themselves? Is there something that's going to be done in regards to, say, the primary school level, secondary school level, to inform, on how they can become more inclusive?
Well, definitely. As a part of the focus consultations, we will be having principals engaged, principals of the general education system, as well as the special school system, school supervisors, etc. So they will be informed as to the project. Yes.
All right. And Jenny, what about on the special needs arena of things? How are you and the organization getting involved in informing on what steps need to be taken?
A big part of the Inclusive Schools Project is sensitization of our parents, of our teachers, of our administrations. We've already begun with some pre-consultations. We've spoken to tutor members of NAPSPA. So we are getting the news out there, and we're engaging parents, we're engaging our stakeholders, the teachers, the principals, and so on. And we've been getting positive feedback so far. So the intention is just to continue building on where we are.
Building on where you are.
Yes.
And making the strides forward,
Yes.
toward making all of Trinidad and Tobago inclusive.
Definitely.
And hopefully outside, not just in schools, but as a wider country.
Definitely,
On the whole.
yes.
I want to thank you for joining us this morning, and we look forward to what is to come out of this. Mary Bastian, coordinator and guidance counseling, as well as Jenny Garcia, who is a special education teacher too. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you,
and
Clarence.
yeah, let us know how it turns out for the, after the
Definitely.
consultations, and
Definitely.
maybe we could come back and get an update.
We would love that. Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you so much. We're going to take a short break and come right back. Stay with us.